Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to yet another super exciting episode of FameIdols Hangout. Thank God it's Friday is the code for today, and of course it's a beautiful weekend. The weekend is upon us. I don't dance this morning, sake of say Friday, now start of an amazing weekend for me myself, Osita gentleman. This is FameIdols Hangout. This is where we deliberate on matters concerning the entertainment industry as always, and we do this every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from the hours of 8 till 9 when we go disband my command from inside studio. After 2 days, I will vote put herself or more after 2 episodes, love planning disappearing. We present to you Joy. Joy, good evening this evening.
Yes, so Sita, thank you so much. Good evening, all my fans, my beautiful and handsome people in the house. Where are you watching us from? I don't miss you not too much. I tell you seriously. Every time they think, hey, how my people do? How my fans them do? Hope say una they fine, because right now many things there they tell you. Things will happen where the thing just they boil for my belly since I won't come tell una things where they happen. But no worry. Even if you miss us that time. Now you go hear everything. And me, una I miss una too much. He pepper me, and for that I can't carry correct news come for una today. The one we go to sweet una for belly. As you dey hear them, as you dey listen, it go to sweet you. So wherever you're watching us from, even if you're there for your house, you're there for your office, just deal with your ear. If you there for hold up, put eye for road ahead because I love you well. I don't want your story ahead. Put eye for road, but still they listen as you they go front. And if you there for roadside, I beg they chop your granite small, make you they follow us, they go front as we they go front. As it be like that, I beg, they will continue because many news they things you pass both step day for you. Now no go
Exactly the way Joy actually said it. A lot has actually happened and there is a lot to talk about on today's episode of FameIdols Hangout. So we sit back, relax, and may you say for punky, may you flanger with us, may you chook ear, chook mouth, chook leg. On top, every time we carry come, make we for take yarn today on a beautiful Friday evening. As we they use small, they approach the channel season of love. I've been at the day of love. I've been the particular day where we say Nigerians not talk say they go celebrate love with their loved ones. Before we enter into the show proper, make a just yarn on one or two things you're supposed to expect for today's program. As always, the way say we take you on now. Ijoba Lande is in the news after he not come outside made some very bold claim. No worry, we'll go yarn on the full matter as the show the progress. Timini is coming out to say a lot about his love life, and a lot of people say, lover boy don't finally talk. Don't worry. Who go yarn on waiting lover boy talk? May himself just punk me. Baba is coming out to say he made a lot of mistakes. As the show progresses, we'll be yarning you the mistakes he made and what he said about those particular mistakes. Finally, Two-Face has given his own 2 cents on the comparison between Wizkid and Fela. In the comments, I talk your 2 cents for top the matter. We'll go yarn on everything. As the show the progress, shortly after IShowSpeed left Nigeria, another streamer, Kai Sinat, came into Nigeria, Lagos State precisely again. And we'll go on the full matter as the show the progress. See yourself, all you have to do is just punk me. If you get anybody who be say one or two, they enjoy FameIdols together. Only thing what say you go do now to reach out to the person, tell her say Joy and Osita don't sit down to follow you cho exactly as it's supposed to be. That being said, I believe we dive right into the very first story for today because if you check out where, no time to check time. Now, Nigerian comedian and actor Ijoba Lande has accused operatives attached to the Area J Division of the Lagos State Police Command of allegedly assaulting him, confiscating his mobile phone and stealing cash said to belong to his brother. Now, a video that is circulating widely on social media shows the entertainer with visible facial injuries, including blood stains around his eyes, while onlookers poured water on his face in an attempt to assist him. The footage also features scenes from a location believed to be the police facility where Ijoba Lande appeared to be reporting the incident after the alleged attack. Now, speaking of this particular incident, the skit maker claimed that it occurred just 6 days after his return to Nigeria from the United Kingdom. He, however, did not provide specific details about the exact location or event that led to the confrontation with the police officers. Ijobalande alleged that the officers physically assaulted him, seized his iPhone 16 Pro Max, and made away with $1,200 in cash belonging to his brother. The popular content creator, known for his comedy skits and his role in Yoruba Nollywood films, said the experience has left him traumatized as he seeks redress over the alleged misconduct. As when they carry this particular report come outside, the Lagos State Police Command never talk anything about this particular one. They never even give official statement. And that one have got Nigerians talking as usual. Somebody outrightly asked, and I don't know how person go they talk in distress. Person go they come outside, they talk in problem, give Nigerians, and Nigerians go they focused on. I do not know if I should say the wrongest of things. Somebody asked Ijobalande, where you see $1,200 in cash. So why you even go around with that kind of money? You leave the complaint, what be saying the complaint, and you can't focus on money where you talk say then collect allegedly. And another person in the comment section, Joy, this person was very upfront and he said, I beg, may nobody tell me anything. This one self na skit. Say na content in they actually create, but how bold of him to step into a police facility to create content? I want to talk that particular thing. The matter never really, pure like that. But another person said, how would you be giving such reports and you are not being specific? You didn't state the exact location. You didn't say anything that would, aid investigation. You just they hide mouth they talk. For such way, be say they claim say they bust your eye. Say you never did serious. So Joy, I beg, knock me leg for teeth.
You see, this thing you're saying is the same thing some fans are saying. Okay, someone said that he was assaulted by the police, money was taken, iPhone that belonged to his brother. We don't know the brother he's talked about. We've not heard from the brother, nothing. So tell us something. Fans want to know. I beg, this brother where they talk about, he has not said anything about his phone that was taken by the police. 2, what did you do that made the police assault you? Because this is what one fan Gani you is saying, I beg, wetin you do when make them collect all these things from you? You sure say the story complete. The story not complete because you have to tell us wetin you do. What did you do? Another one who is Isabel. Isabel say you even get mouth to talk yourself. You get mouth to talk. They not scatter your eyes, may you no see road again. At least you get your eyes where it is you see road. I don't know. Seriously, the story is not complete. The story is not complete because we need to know what did you do? Was it just assaulted just like that? And I'm asking the same question that our fan Gani was asking. What did you do? On top this thing what happened to somebody, this is something that look at it another way. Okay, he was assaulted, money was collected, phone was collected, and then a fan was saying that these are the kind of things that we should speak against. Sometimes you are you're on the highway, and then when you get to a checkpoint, you should be afraid of criminals. But when you see police on the highway, Princess is saying that you go they fear your security. It's not where you they fear criminals. If they one kind, it's not supposed to be like that. Are you getting? Another person said this is another person who is Landry. Landry said that they should be sued. He should sue them for this. We are looking at it in another way. What people are saying, what fans are saying, Larry is saying that they should sue them for this. You should tell us where it happened, the area division where it happened, and sue them for this so that they will, they will return all the things they collected from him. But I am still asking the question that Ganiyu is asking. What did you do? What did they see you with? Was there anything? What did you do? Because check it. Why police see you for road? They start to beat you, assault you, collect your iPhone, collect your this, collect your that. I beg you go do something now. I beg if you not do anything, go just beat you like that. If they one kind, I don't know. There are things that have been happening for some time, and people will say they did not do anything and they were assaulted and all that. It's one of the things that should be addressed, and that is why when one of the fan was saying that person will do something should be held accountable. One of our fans was saying that they should be held accountable. Sue them. They should be held accountable. I agree. Are you getting? But I just feel that this story is not complete. I feel that it's not telling us everything. There are some things that are missing. It's not telling us everything. And on top of everything, what happened to this man? And the pictures he showed that, yes, he was really assaulted and all that. One person will be Michael. Michael can't talk to say, oh, now only 1,200 they collect from you. You don't even get money safe. Upon say you go UK. Hey! I don't understand. Nigeria people have been making it easy. Take am easy. Person dey tell you wetin happen. Okay, you know what? Person wey dey talk that kind thing now, tell am make e bring am money now, you no go bring am money. They collect 1,200 from you, ordinary 1,200, and you say you go UK. As in, abeg, Naija people, make una just take am easy. Calm down, calm down. But at the end of the day, I'm still on the path of that fan that said, what did you do? You know, if you look into it, what did you do? That is what we should be asking, because why they go just arrest you like that? Why they go beat you for waiting? You know, also that I beg the story no complete. And as he has said this thing now and accused the police, we've not heard anything from the commissioner of police, we've not heard anything from their area division, nothing, we've not heard anything. So we are waiting. Be like say the story, and that's something we'll go put common for inside, because if we keep on going on, we need to hear from them, we need to hear from the police, let them say something. Let us know if this is a content or what happened. Are you getting? We cannot just accuse somebody when we have not heard it. Although we know what is happening in the country, we know how things are, but we need to be sure, because here on Fame Idols, now when we dey sure of the story, we go tell you straight. We know they put a ledger for inside. How the thing they happen, and so we dey tell you now. So make una just calm down, make una calm down first of all. But most one, the many fans like one of Benga is wishing Ijoba quick recovery. Ijoba is saying we get well soon. We don't want to hear that anything bad happened to you. Another person who is Aliyu is saying that we wish you a quick recovery. Please get better and stay safe out there. So we are wishing him to get well and stay safe. But on top of that, though, we still want to know, abeg, wetin you do? What caused that thing? Na so I wan put am. Not too much talk for inside.
Yeah, even people that make videos from time to time, coming out to come and say this is their encounter with the Nigerian police, probably people that are alleging that they were malhandled or maltreated for no reason in particular. Their video is a little bit much more, complete. You might, or should I say, you would see the faces of the officers that they are accusing. You would see them saying, this is where I am. You would see them saying, this is what I was doing. You can hear something like, okay, I was driving down this particular road, and when I met so officer on this road, and he just stopped me, he searched me, he collected my phone, he looked through you understand? It's a little bit much more detailed than what Ijobalande is giving us. Ijobalande is giving us an incomplete story. You understand? So I'm not particularly asking him what did you do. I'm just asking for a much more comprehensive story. And the fact that the Lagos State Police Command have not said anything is what is making it more, should I say, suspicious for me, because they are very, very, should I say, they quick talk for things like this. Let me put it that way. They quick talk for things like this. And if I do say so myself, especially when it is concerning a public figure, you would surely hear them say one thing or the other. Yes, they'll come as I can't talk, say we will investigate this matter, and then let the public know. But this one, they've not said anything till now. So it's making it look as if probably that just another content shoot, another should I say failed attempt to get public sympathy and promote a particular content. To me, I think it's a failed attempt, because it no suppose. No be something we say they suppose they do it for 2026. Nigeria don't be too serious to they use lies to they try push your content. Now the way when me you say that gentleman takes him, and the way we say joy talk, we go put comma for this particular story, bring out our blue cooler, put them inside the cooler until we hear another story on top this particular one. Either a job land come outside, come out to say prank, I didn't mean it like that, or the Nigerian police force come outside to come and speak directly on this particular matter. Till then, we don't carry our fold down we put inside our cooler. Enter the very next story. Now, before we enter the very next story, actually, I'd like to ask Joy. Joy, what do you think is the most important? I do not know if I should use the word factor or I should use the word, thing. Yes, let me use the word thing. What do you think is the most important thing in a relationship?
I cannot say that one thing is the most important thing in a relationship, because for people, they have different things that is the most important things for them. But I think in a relationship, people should be, I think there should be two things, like open communication and maturity. Those
Okay.
two things. Communication.
Open communication and maturity. But if you talk about open communication, you talk about maturity, and you not talk about money, you not talk about finance. Are you sure we have started the communication? Because every relationship needs finance. It needs finance. That communication where you talk about
maturity, money dey for inside.
That communication where you talk about, if you check and where, na phone call, and that phone call na money that they use buy airtime to take make phone call, you know, na money that they use buy recharge card. If you talk about open communication, na WhatsApp message, video call, na be the open communication. Maturity wey you dey talk, oh Jesus. Financial stability should be considered the most important thing in a relationship. Do you have a different opinion before we enter the next story wey dey
Now,
on
what
top
I tell
table?
you say when it comes to relationship, everybody get what's in the most important to them. Shey you get most people will tell you open communication. People go tell you say maturity. Some people go tell you responsibility. Some people go tell you say na love. Oh, once na love, you're nothing. Everybody go talk their own. You don't talk say na financial responsibility. No problem. Most people tell you it's compatibility. If they are compatible, no wahala. Many things there for inside all those things. Shey you get, but no wahala. Me don't tell you my own. Shey people continue. I be able to stay for inside it.
When we tiptoe enter the very next story, Timini is coming out to say his own take on the most important thing in relationships, speaking about his love life in general. Joy go yarn us more on top of that particular story. Joy, back to you.
Yes, so person waiting for news today. Now our own Nollywood fine boy. Sister, no worry, they don't find past you, sure you get. But our own Nollywood fine boy, now day for news today. And that's Mini Egusa, our Nollywood actor. Yes, so he has opened up about his love life, past relationship experience, and how he has evolved over the years. How he has become better, and the way he thinks before is not the way he thinks now. No problem. Or you good, everybody they mature sha. Well, speaking in an interview on air, the 38-year-old actor admitted that he once believed financial stability was the most important factor in relationships. However, he noted that his perspective has shifted with time and maturity. Okay, Tibini said that while he still considers money an important element in romantic relationship, he emphasized that it should not be the sole contribution a person brings to the table. According to him, true connection goes beyond wealth and must include personality, character, and core values. He said, I still think money is important, but what I realize now is that money is just one out of many things that matter. If all you can bring to a relationship is money, then you are a very shallow man. Now, waiting to mini talk on top this matter. And say before we enter this talk now, also I don't get in own way, the way you see things, you don't talk your own way, what you think say they important for relationship. To me, don't tell us say as it they evolve, he's 38 years old now, going on 40. So the way you see things before is not the way you see things now. It's not the way you see things, the way you see things, then it's not the way you see things now, which we understand. Okay, I want to know that waiting fan talk first of all. So one of our fan who is Princess said that Timini, no reason too much because first of all, you dey talk say you leave love, come pursue money, and you feel say money na the most important. So be happy that at least you got money, even if you never get the love, but you got money. Some people no get the love, they no get the money, they leave the love, they pursue money. The money sef they no still get. The love they no still get. No one wey they get. So abeg, when you just calm down, chill. Another person said, one person called the offer, consolation. Say this one is coming from Jay. Jay is saying that, oh, he understand because his friend is going through a phase like this now. Okay, another person who is Benga is saying that he understand what Mine is saying because he was once in a place like this and he can only think about what would have been if he was still with her because she is now going to have a second child. That is what Benga is saying. But you know what he also time? You get one fan way talk something. This was coming from Oyi. Oyi said that she thought that before or now then still they talk and say now them be the price. So what's it gonna happen? They not gonna be the price again. I don't know what she mean, no, but I just say make her talk. Now waiting Oyi talk. Okay. But another person come they pray for Timini, say make you no worry. Say Timini a matured person, say now you are matured and you have decided to be sincere to yourself. So being sincere to yourself is a first step to healing and moving forward in making the right decision. Okay, no problem. One person got the toxic meaning I beg you say your love life they one kind, because if you want marry today you go marry. All this one they give us nana just to read, they tell us if you want marry today, make you marry, because first of all, see how the video will be. The video sister now is his manager, so make your sister help you find people. Everything will go front. No stress us with your wahala. I don't know it's in Nigeria people. I know say some things go the pepper one for body, but these are celebrities, they are human beings, you know. Everybody has their own story and how things happen to them. Sure you get. But I just like the fact that now Timini at 38, he sees things differently. He said he's now more mature than before. So the way he sees things before is not the way he sees them now. For him, money is not the only thing. What to me is if it's only money you're bringing to the table, that means you're a shallow person. If you think it's only money, but you know there are more to bring. And you know the truth is that really, if people enter relationship talk, relationship talk no they finish. And if you say somebody will say that okay, if it's only money you're bringing, to me saying it's only money someone is bringing to the table, if the person is a shallow person. But do you know that there are some people that for them, if it's only money, the person is a shallow person. If it's only communication, the person is a shallow person. If it's only maybe attention, the person is a shallow person goes sucks na attention we go chop, you know, that kind of thing. So there are so many things to balance when it comes to relationships. So I tell you this story, you know, they end if I they talk no they end if we enter. What's it beg? Can you just help us more, make we know how the thing will
I
go for
have an
your side?
analogy because I want to understand that when you were talking about other statements made about, you know, if you're bringing just financial that you are a shallow person. When you were reading that particular comment, you can't use bombastic side eye they look me, but no while I'll go talk about that one off camera. No worry. Once we off
Ah,
camera,
don't
we'll
be hey, don't be
we
man
will
like
talk
that.
it
Oh.
more
No.
off camera.
Don't be
But
me
I have
talk. I
an
want to be talk. Oh. Don't
yeah,
be me
that's
talk. And
fine.
I
You
want to
will explain better. You will explain better once we come off on camera. No worry. But I have an analogy, and this is my analogy now. If you want to cook a goosey soup, Joy, if you want to cook a goosey soup, if you just carry only the egusi and put inside pot, you have successfully created rubbish. If you just carry only palm oil, put inside pot, you cannot call that egusi soup. If you carry only salt or seasoning cube put inside pot, you no go call that way you do egusi. In fact, you no go even call am soup. You understand? So what I'm trying to make understand is the fact that that relationship now, na that pot they talk about. May nobody question me why na food that they use give my analogy. Now wetin I wan use. That relationship they talk about na that pot. While the money, the financial stability we are talking about is the egusi. You understand? Then you see things like salt, you see things like palm oil, you see things like fish, you can't see things like communication, see things like understanding, see things like respect. Now it can't be all the seasoning wey be say you go use cook the egusi. So if you bring only egusi to that particular place, it is useless. You no go chop your egusi like that. No, you need every other ingredient to make that soup make you for fit chop am down to as tiny and as affordable as cheap as salt is. Down to water wey dey very very free, because even if you no wan buy water sachet water, or you no wan buy pure water, you no wan well water dey wey dey free, rain water dey wey dey free. So even down to water wey dey very very free, if you comot water you get every other ingredient, no be soup be that. You understand? So for the soup to come outside and come out sweet, every single ingredient gas dey there. But if you wan cook egusi soup, that financial stability na im be the egusi wey you dey add for the egusi soup. It is very 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 important. Joy, you cannot have open communication with somebody that doesn't have money. You cannot. How would the communication happen? How would it happen? There is nothing to understand in the life of a broke boy. You can never understand. Even he himself doesn't understand himself. How do you want to understand him? You cannot demand respect when you don't have money. See, I understand that we should not say money is everything in a relationship. I understand that there are people that just want commitment. I understand that people that want compatibility. But the money guys get there. If you people are compatible, where will you people live? Where will you carry your compatibility and enter? You need money to pay outside to start living together. Let us be very, very, and all these things now be that financial stability that we dey talk about. So you would not say you just bring only money to the table as a man. No, but you have to bring that money. It's very important. Let's stop keeping money aside in conversations like this. I mean, it is not the everything of relationship, but it is very, very, very important. If we decide to be very realistic with ourselves, communication without money, one day that communication will end. There is no two ways about it. She dey understand you, understand you, understand you, understand you. You don dey pursue 8 months. She dey understand you, understand you, understand. You don dey pursue 6 years. That understanding will disappear because it's beginning to look like yourself don't even understand yourself. So abeg, more know wetin we dey talk. No dey use bombastic side eye dey look me joy. I no like am. I no like am.
Ah, I not talk too much. Oh, I tell you, I just tell una waiting to mini talk, And again, Osita, this thing you said now, although one fan who is a Tina has said that sometimes most men they feel that, oh, it's just money. Oh, she wants money, that there are ladies out there that they are okay on their own. What they need is just honesty and attention, and they just need compatibility. That's what they need. They need to know that yes, you are there for them, and they are for you, and the whole, and both of you are in this together. Not that you're telling them A today and tomorrow you're telling them B. They just want someone that is stable. That's what Tina is saying. Tina said that you get some ladies where they just go okay. What they want is that you are stable and they are stable. That is what they
Joy,
want.
those ladies, let me correct Tina. Even those ladies we are talking about, they still want money. Maybe they don't want your money, but they still want money. If not, why are they going to work? They still want money. Joy, if I start to talk about money, we'll not go do any other story again. Now we know they undermine money. I beg.
Well, you heard it about. Yes, so now so the team BO. If you have a different opinion about this, please leave us a comment in the comment section. Let us know how you feel about the relationship. What do you think is most important, or do you agree totally with what Timini is saying, or not? Please let us know in the comment section. We want to hear from you, please. Osita beg, may we continue to go front because relationship
Yes,
talk.
do well to leave us comment. Let us know your own opinion. Do you agree with Timini or you agree with Osita? What would you say is the most important factor in a relationship? And how important is money with Osita? They come outside on the chat. More we hear from you. More know exactly what you say. With that, we teach you come from that particular to re-enter the very next story. Now, our very own popular music veteran, I'm talking about Innocent Idibia, is making a lot of statements or coming out to say things that we've been waiting for him to say for a while. Now he actually admitted that he made a lot of mistakes in the past, both in his career and personal life. According to the Nigerian musician, speaking in a snippet of the upcoming episode of the Mike On podcast, the music legend said that he wished he could turn back the hands of time to make amends. According to him, there are so many things I wish I could rewind and do better. As a human being, there are times when you are overwhelmed or don't make the best decisions. My thick skin is weaker now, he said. On his alleged altercation with his new wife, Natasha Osawuru, the subsequent arrest in London in October 2025, the African Queen Kuruna admitted that he was at fault. I was angry that day. It was an unfortunate incident. Now, waiting in come outside, contour. And immediately after making that statement, Percy come outside, shout, say na lie, nothing like that. Say to Baba, as far as I'm concerned, you were not at fault. Not the way you want to tell me. Joy, abeg, first, knock me leg for it.
Share you see now. Finally, two Baba don't come outside, talk something on top waiting happen for London. Because that time when the matter come outside, that time he won't deny the whole thing. He won't deny it. But now he don't come and tell us saying him they at fault about waiting happen for London. No problem. Oh. On top this thing way to Baba talk now, say he makes some kind of mistake, he wish he can go back in time and all those blah 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 blah. One fan way big Benga can talk say I beg. Make we know they regret something. Say anything that happens, it don't happen. In fact, the Benga talk say, I beg, this my legend will be to Baba. Those things where you see as mistake. Now, part of the things and the lessons from those things that make you a legend. So those coming after you can learn from you as a legend. Yes, the things you did that you don't like, the mistake you made, what you call mistake, they have happened, they have happened. And it's those things that make you what you are, make you a legend. So if there are no mistakes, you will just be empty. Yes, you have no wisdom to share to anybody. That kind of, you have no wisdom to share to anybody, nothing to learn from you, nothing you have lived through, you've lived through it, you've come out of it. That is what Benga is saying. So please let us not regret anything, because all that happens is life, it don't happen. But one person can't talk say, I beg, this thing way to Baba talk, we could check and where. Una sure say to Baba mental health is okay. What is really happening with his mental health? How are they treating him in that house where they live now? With this one where they call him wife now. No be me talk am o. You won't know who talk am, you ask me for comment section. Another person will be John. John can't talk something. John talk say, I beg, I beg, I beg, I beg. Two Baba, this one where they happen to you now, we don't understand. Now, person tell you something you can't talk am, now you talk am from your heart of heart. Is this coming from your heart? Naija people now like to they look for inside where person no saying you may you go look. I beg, I beg, I beg. Make una calm down, calm down, calm down. But Osita, on with all this thing that Baba said about making mistake and wish that he can change back things and all that, he's just being human. For me, he's just being he's a human being. People can make mistake. Nothing, they're not they drag them. People can make mistake. It's a normal thing. But we won't know as one fan won't know. So Baba, one fan will be princess talk say, I beg, make you tell us the mistake wey you make. Now for your marriage, you make the mistake. The name of the person where you make the mistake with for your marriage. Make we know. The person wey supposed be the right African queen. Not be me they ask this question. Oh. This one is coming from one of our fans. Another person again will be Aliu. Aliu come talk say, to Baba beg, make you take am easy. Just cool down yourself. Any day you feel say e don over too much, may you just pour cold water for head, may you calm down, because your head fresh well well. Oh, now what for Naija people? Oh. And I tell you, on top of the whole thing, I just think that Baba is just a human being. He's a human being, yes. And I still agree with that fan being that said that people should not regret. Although people can say yes, they regret things. I regret doing things or that. But sometimes those mistakes are part of the things that make up that the wisdom you have as a person. Those mistakes are part of the things that make up who you are. That make up what your experience and how you will move on in life and do better. That is the people that will do better. Osita, you get some people where that. What thing I like about Baba is coming out here to talk about these mistakes and owning up the truth to himself that he has made some mistake. Some people can never tell themselves the truth. And I tell you, there are some people that, and when a person can never say the truth to the person self, the person will still continue to be living in that life of mistake, repeated circle of those mistakes. Because the person can never say the truth to the person self. And if as a human being, if you cannot tell ourselves the truth, like we say, it go day hard, it go day hard to have open communication with those kind of people, it go day hard to really move on for some kind things. I don't know how you see them, but how you take see the whole thing, Osita.
First things first, I do not see anything wrong with somebody coming out to say he regrets certain mistakes he made in the past, because I feel being a human being is all about making mistakes. Yes. What we should actually focus on is if you are willing to learn from those mistakes, because it's one thing to actually make mistakes, it's another thing to grow up very wonderful life lesson from those mistakes that you made. Coming out to say, okay, I did this in the past, it is wrong, I'm not going to do it again. I'm not going to do something that resembles this particular mistake I made in the past again. But regretting it is not so wrong. I mean, we are humans. We are bound to make mistakes. No matter how careful, no matter how much planning you want to plan, you will definitely make mistakes. So it is a bold step for Tubaba to even come out and say he admits that he made mistakes in the past. It's a very bold step. Like you rightfully said, there are a lot of people out there that are of the opinion that they are perfect. Say they know they do any mistake. Say anything will be said they do now, plan them, planner. There are people like that in this life. So it is one very bold move for him to even admit that yes, he made certain mistakes in his past. And the person that is coming out to come and ask him which mistake did you make, is it your marriage? And why are you so interested in that? See, now this thing
I
they always they
don't
make me.
know.
Now this thing they make me laugh. I don't even ask I want to talk him again. Now why I know they shout? It's very simple. He said, according to the matter we be say consign in wife and him we get altercation for London October, where all of us see. Say he made a mistake, he was angry, and he maybe he said things or he did things that even led to his arrest. Now the mistake we'll be saying they talk about be that. I don't know which other mistake with this particular gear, because I want to believe it's a girl that asked that question. I don't know which other mistake with that girl be fine or inside to Obama. Person already talk the mistake we in talk. You can't still they find another mistake inside mistake we know. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, when I don't hear when I'm waiting to Baba talk on top in Matao. But I see everybody has, their own opinion about things, which is fine. But no problem, no wahala. We don't hear waiting to Baba talk on top in mistake. If you, as an upcoming, I'm still going to say what Benga said, you have seen to Baba's life, and then it depends on you. What do you want to make about your own life? What have you learned from the mistakes he's talking about? Because if you look at his relationship, look at his career and all that, what do you think are the mistakes he make? You want to hear from him to know the particular mistake, make him mention person name. Tomorrow now they go talk say to Baba talk say now this woman, now this man, I beg my own no day for inside do but whatever it may be, what will be will be. What has already happened has happened. Make the younger generation learn the better one and move forward. Not too much. What's it big?
And
Maybe continue.
yeah, it would be very, very funny. It would be very, very funny if after all these examples existing online, after all these, life choices existing on the social media platforms on the internet, and some people still make certain mistakes. It would be very, very, very funny, because you should by now start to plan yourself not to make the same mistakes that are online. That's why if I see certain things, it baffles me. If I see people living some kind of life, it always they baffle me. I'm very, very serious. Like, you have a lot of examples online telling you not to do these things, and you do these things, and the same thing that happens to those people online happens to you, and you're coming online to come and cry for who? For who are you crying for? So exactly the way Benga take talk, and the way we say we go take time apart this one. Him don already talk and say two Baba don't live in life. Him don't make him mistakes. Him don't realize a mistake. Him don't dey regret those mistakes he make. You wey be say you still dey come or you still dey start. If you like, make yourself go make the same mistake and see if you go get the opportunity to even regret the mistake. If the mistake no chop your head for inside, e no pass like that. We go to talk comot from that particular story, but still dey on top to Baba matter, because after how many years, almost 18 years, wey this whiskey that Fela matter don dey carry dey go front, two Baba don come outside give im own 2 cents concerning this particular story. And Joy go yarn us more on top this one. Joy, over to you.
Yes, so we are still on Tubaba Matao, our own legendary Tubaba, Innocent Idibia, popularly known as Tubaba. We still dey on top in Matao. And waiting when they talk about the matter, be say, we don't know the issue we concern Sheun Kuti and Whiskey. Yes, now that issue will still deal. And I tell you, because of the comparison, where FC fans then put Whiskey for inside. And I tell you, because this matter now starts with Whiskey fan, FC them. Now then carry the whole matter. They drag Sheun too, say they drag them too. They talk different things. Because they drag Whiskey, join. Whiskey has to react. And I'm not going to blame Whiskey say he react. Whiskey can't talk, say he big pass Fela. Waiting Sheun won't do. Well, on top of the matter, una know say even Fela Bikin, his first daughter, she came out and spoke concerning the matter about what Whiskey said. She expected more from him, that Whiskey has been good to them, they have good relationship, maybe you should have ignored it and all those stuff. But then, now, people gonna chook mouth for inside the matter. And I know say recently, say Grammy Award, say they don't give Fela, person we don't die. How many years ago? They still give am award? Person wey don die many years ago. So when I just check all these things too. Okay, recently now on top of the matter, two Baba don put a mouth inside the matter. he took mouth come talk one or two things on top that issue wey they talk say Whiskey the big pass Fela big pass Whiskey. So make I tell una wetin he talk. So this online debate have been going on comparing Whiskey singer Whiskey with the late Afrobeat pioneer Fela and Nicola Pokote. So una know say Whiskey talk that thing about him bigger than Fela and all those kind things, responding to Seun Kuti's criticisms of him and his fans. Now, over the comparison, all that, reacting to it, our all legendary Afrobeat singer Tubaba can't describe the whole comparison during an in an upcoming episode. He said something on air. He said it is ridiculous, emphasizing that it is both disrespectful to Fela's legacy and unfair to Whiskey era. The African Queen crooner, he explained that placing Fela and Whiskey side by side ignores their different eras, impact, and unique contributions to Nigerian music. You went on to say that comparing Fela with Whiskey is ridiculous, apart from the fact that it is disrespectful to Fela, and at the same time, it is also unfair to Whiskey to compare the both of them. I know that many fans they no go still agree because outside they tell you many FC fans they still they drag the matter. They tell and say one person can come and second talk say and this one said I beg waiting to Baba they talk say no matter what is said for them Whiskey na him be the machala. No problem, make it continue to be. Another person can talk say make two Baba go sit down one place. Say that one consign them for them now Whiskey all the way. Nothing will change am. Even one person will be Diane said that how can she say that somebody she does not know is greater than Whiskey, which is Fela? From this thing now where Diane they talking, go don't say Diane now all these Gen Z babes. Gen Z babe where they no one go sit down, research, know your history before you go to open mouth they talk anyhow. But I don't want no. Everybody is open to say what they want to say is okay. But Diana is saying that how can she say that Fela is bigger than Whiskey when she does not know Fela? The person she know is the person that is greater, and that is Whiskey. So for how Whiskey all the way, which is fine, no problem. Everybody have their own opinion, no wahala. But somebody said something, and the person said something. The person said that to Baba, you have said it all. Person wey wan gree, make them gree. If they no wan gree, no wahala. But I kind of look the thing in another way. See, one fan said that if you go outside the country, there was a time that we were start comparing Chris Brown, with Michael Jackson and all. And Chris Brown stopped it immediately. Say no comparison. Everybody live in their own time. Your era is your era. Sure you get. You live in your own time. No compare anybody. Okay, see now. They don't give Fela award. Now, person wey don't die how many years ago? Now they give award recently for Grammy Award. He don't die many years ago. Look at the things that Fela represented. Fela represented, fighting for the common man. Everything he spoke about in his music. He spoke about things that matter, things that people go through every day. Are you getting? So you cannot blame him if international space recognizes him. One fan can talk say, I know say when they compare Fela and Whiskey, but check out the kind song where Fela sing, the kind of impact where Fela get. And they tell you Whiskey no go fit sing that kind song. Can Whiskey think about things happening in this country? Can he lend his voice towards the inhuman treatment happening and stand and will go to jail for it? Can he do that? Another person who is Femi say abeg Whiskey no go fit put him body for inside matter. So make una just calm down and respect everybody in their own era. And so me take to and say for me, everybody should be respected in their own era. Fela doing own, Whiskey see they doing own. Make everybody respect each other. No need say. You know what? In fact, they sorry say I never allow you talk something. One person don't say if not be seen in Nigeria we day. This kind of comparison not even supposed there at all. They not supposed compare at all because you not go fit to compare yourself to your grandpapa now. Waiting day there now. You no go fit to compare yourself to your grandfather. Your grandfather don't day. You day your own. So live your own life. Waiting the all this one. What's it abeg when you took man for the matter? Man will know how the thing be.
Then you not really get what you want to come out for this particular one because I said a lot about this particular comparison between Whiskey and Fela, and I feel both of them can coexist in their different eras. Exactly the way it has been said. Fela did amazing and he's still doing amazing till now because his songs are still giving voice to different issues in the society, even to this very day, to the point where Grammy, that is an international body, noticed him and decided to give him a posthumous award. Now, that aside, the only thing I would like to speak on is the person that come out of, as in, I used to, Joy, I used to feel that before you make certain posts on social media, or before you make certain comments on social media, I used to feel that people would ask a friend, you would actually tell your friend or your sister, brother, or family member, tell them, say, I want to say this thing on top this particular post. How does it sound? I want to say this thing, I want to post this thing. What do you think? I used to think people used to ask for advice before they come on social media, but this particular comment just make me confirm the fact that people don't actually ask for advice before saying certain things, because I'm trying to understand the rationale. I'm trying to understand the way that person was thinking. I'm trying to, figure out what exactly was going through that person's mind when he opened his mouth categorically and said that it is Fela that you know. Sorry, I beg your pardon. It is whiskey that you know that is greater. That is the fact that you, one person inside almost 200 million people in the world, the fact that you know whiskey, that means now whiskey the popular pass, the whiskey great pass Fela, because of say you, only you know whiskey that you don't know Fela. That means if we are using that same analogy, Joy, that means we can categorically say that the fact that she knows Rema, in fact, the fact that she knows Charlie Poppy, and probably she doesn't know Michael Jackson, that means Charlie Poppy is greater than Michael Jackson. If we are using that same analogy, if you are using that same analogy, we can come outside to come and say the fact that she knows Anthony Joshua, that means I do not know Muhammad Ali, Anthony Joshua is greater than Muhammad Ali. I can keep going on and on and on, and it doesn't just sit well with me. Like, I'm trying my best to actually understand why somebody would make that particular statement. I'm trying my best to understand. I don't know, Joy. It just they bite me for the left. Seriously
Now what I
speaking,
talk say?
so we don't say Charlie Poppy they greater than whiskey than Michael Jackson.
Now what I talk say? Person wey talk that thing, you go see na Gen Z babe wey talk am. Shey you get na Gen Z babe wey talk that thing. But whatever it may be, I feel like I go talk say, may we just put full stop for the thing. Make the whole comparison just stop, and let's move forward from this comparison between Whiskey, Fela, and all that. One fan talk say Whiskey even has a tattoo of Fela on his body. I don't know, allegedly speaking, I don't know. So, but whatever it is, I beg, may we move forward from this comparison. He not even supposed to. The talk said may we suppose this one. You know, supposed to be matters are rising. We supposed to respect everybody for their own era. That's all the thing be. What's it, I beg? May we continue to the next story. I beg, the matter don't
Yes,
take too
of
long.
course. With that being said, I believe we will come on from that particular story, enter the very next story. And this particular one is, I don't know, a lot of comments have been flying up and down, left, right, and center, trying to say that Kaisinat is just trying to copy I Should Speed content. Some other people have the opinion that nope, it's not copying, but then Kaisinat's management is seeing the kind of impact I Should Speed, trip to Africa made, and he's just trying to do something similar based on say both of them now stream IB. Another person come outside there, but no worry, we will talk this one after we don't enter the full matter. Now, for people that do not know, for people that are very much not aware, if to say your mind know that the popular American streamer Kai Cenat has shared that he feels reconnection with Nigeria, revealing that the country is the first place he felt 100% love. The digital creator disclosed this during a courtesy visit to the Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu at the Lagos House in Marina recently. Now, Senat, who first visited Nigeria in 2024, said that he was in Nigeria to follow up on some of the projects he initiated during his last visit. Now, according to him, I'm glad to be here. I love coming here. When I landed, the love was crazy. Nigeria is the first country I felt like 100% love, he said. Now, we on 001, for example, the Lagos State Governor Sanwo-Olu shared with Kai Cenat some of the projects and initiatives of his administration geared towards empowering the youth and boosting tourism. He shared that the Your Cultural Festival organized by the state government last December attracted 10,000 participants and thousands of spectators. Now, waiting in come outside, I can't talk. And this one is, should I say, a pat on the back for the Lagos State government because bringing 10,000 people to Lagos Island precisely not be small thing at all. It not be Chere Cambia, if I do say so myself. It not be Chere Cambia. Now, somebody said that he was watching that particular, video when Kai Sinat came to Nigeria, and he was seriously praying that Egungun of Lagos should not see Kai Sinat. But it seems that God doesn't answer prayers anymore because, I mean, Egungun finally saw Kai Sinat and interviewed him again, and he's still of the opinion that the questions that were asked is not what he's supposed to be asking. Now, why should you be asking Kai Sinat if he loves, women with big behind? Which kind of question is that during an interview? What is that? Any small thing, that's massive, that's massive. So why must Egungun continue to embarrass and disgrace Nigeria? I don't know. Joy, I beg, knock me leg for it.
When Kai Sinat came, even Channels Television interviewed him, and somebody said that this Channels Television, their interview is far more better than those other ones that Kai Sinat had. They were asking him about the project he talked about, and how he feels about coming to Nigeria and all that. And this is not the first time he's coming to Nigeria. Kai Sinat, this is not the first time he's coming, because the first time he came to Nigeria, Nigerian people were make una calm down. First of all, when he first came to Nigeria, and he loved, the way they received him and all, and started talking about building a streaming university, building a university to teach people things in the country and all those things, and the things he said he wants to do in Nigeria. Most people were doubting him. They were saying for where, and so they talk, they know they do anything, this and that. And after everything, he went back. Now that the guy is back, he shocked them, say he come back. As he come back now, during that interview, he was saying something that he has, now that he's back, he wants to, go around, look around to know where, they can start this project and all that, to work towards this project he has been talking about, this streaming school, this university is talking about building. So we can see that it's something that he planned on doing. Are you getting? Although most people can't talk many things. So one person can't compare Kai Sinat with I Show Speed. Saying Kai Sinat is the first streamer that inspired I Show Speed to even start streaming. Say, I don't believe that one, no. But now we know where they talk that kind of thing, no. Say he's bigger than I Show Speed. Why all the dragging gun say? I beg, we gonna calm down. I will know that yes, he wants to build a streaming platform and all that, but we couldn't calm down. In fact, one person would talk say that Kai Sinat is the one that introduced streaming to Nigerians by taking Shank into his American streaming and teaching him things, and it's because of Shank working with him that made Pella, Kata Efe, and more got inspired to start streaming. No problem. Now una way no way una get that one from, no wahala. But then we just know that this guy Kai Sinat, when he came to Nigeria, the energy, the humor he has, and for me, I just love the way he is. He seems like a free person, humble, respectful. Even when he went to see the governor of Lagos State, you can see their conversation flowing well. He showed humility, he showed respect, that kind of thing. And Nigerian people appreciate his sense of humor. But most people are saying that this guy is intelligent. They notice that he's an intelligent. The way when he talks, you go see say this guy knows something. He's intelligent. So I just appreciate everything he said. Although people can't talk, say he's saying that the Niger treats him well and all those kind of things. That he should better be careful that Niger should not happen to him. Hey, oh now wow. Person they appreciate una. Say he like the reception where una give up. Una show and love. You don't they talk negative things. I understand what you are saying. Are you getting? But Niger, I beg, make una they calm down. Calm down. Appreciate yourself. If person appreciate you, say you treat me well and all that, appreciate it. No can they spoil the thing with you they talk and now because of say you never see the other side of Niger. No allow Niger happen to you. That one concern you. They are following you because of your money. They are following you because they are hungry. Hey, I beg. Niger, make una just calm down. Be calming down, I beg. Make una just calm down, please. He has appreciated you, so appreciate him back. The love, the reception you gave him, he loved it. So please make una day on positive side sometime. I beg, go sit and maybe continue, I beg. You know too
You know,
much.
Nigerians are just very, very quick, very, 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 very quick to discredit themselves out there, and it is disheartening. It is very much disheartening. But then, big ups to Kaisena. We hope you'd actually achieve those things he plans to do in Nigeria, because it would be a plus for the Lagos state government and for Nigerians at large. Joy, abeg, your final word. Go this by come out from inside studio.
Yes, so hope so una enjoy our story from Ijoba. What we see they wait for the full story, because that story for me enough full. See, me don't talking on how it takes a relationship. Make una tell us how you gonna see am on for inside comment section. Do Baba don't talking mistake where he make for in life, no problem. We don't hear. Hell, all the people where they compare, they drag people. Even this guy sinners, now they drag her with I show speed. These people now American streamers, no they drag them, no they drag them. They may not be Nigerian people. Well, no problem. I better go sit down. Maybe continue. You know too much for inside it.
Yes, of course. And that's how we're calling it up on today's program at FameIdols Hangout. Do not forget, like I said at the start of the show, we do this every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from the hours of 8 down to 9 o'clock, where we this bang come out from inside studio. That one means say on Monday, we'll go carry our kaya enter inside studio again with a whole set of different stories to keep you entertained and informed all at once. Make sure you follow us across every social media platforms at Fame Idols Hangout. Yes, at Fame Idols across every social media platform at Fame Idols, and get signed up on our site www.fameidols.com. That is www.fameidols.com. Up until then, I remain Osita, the rugged gentleman, together with
Joy, your baby girl. Good night.
on a good night. We don't wake come out from window.